Mercy, mercy, no mercy, mercy. Wait, I ain't supposed to be here raining on the top. Why? Cause I be in the hood like an engine block. Dude, that rhetoric you spit, I ain't hearing it. You got that epidural style, I ain't feeling it. Chicago is the city, I've heard others rep it before, but put it on the map, not really. I guess I'm feeling obligated to be the king of the shot, so sorry to all you dudes who gotta tolerate it. Mama, I finally made it, Papa, I'm finally faded. Scum, reverse of the bump, happy related. I'd rather set presidents to be inaugurated. You rather grip these balls to be incarcerated. Fine, I think what you seeking is weak without the weekend. Fur on the coat, no Puerto Rican. Look, black beards being here is so mandatory. You about to witness the shit. End of the story.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
Of all that? Yeah! Yeah! Yes! Yes! Up off! Up. Y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day it is. Yeah. Yeah. It's hump day, baby, baby, boo, we'll do it, do it. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz The Adult. All right, man, look at who we have here. Adrian Wells. Let me see. Justin Ara. What's going on with you? Oops. All right, man. Look, first, I want to say this. And that's the Black Two Sugars. Look. Best channel ever. Thank you so much. Oh, wait a minute. The best channel by landslide. Thank you so much, my brother. Let me see what Adrian has to say. Yo, Adrian. Let me see. Good morning, family. It's hump day. Bye, 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 bye. What's going on, my brother? Thank you so much. Hit the Tyson bell. Biz, I'm high. Well, I'm about to blow you high. I'm about to blow you high. I'm about to blow you hot. You know, real quick, about my kids. It's so funny how I raise my children. I say things to them that a parent shouldn't say to their child. They do things back. KNOX in the box. We're gonna put him in wrestling soon. He's 4 years old, and it has always been the dream of Ms. Biz, not me. Ms. Biz to have KNOX in the box in wrestling. That's been a vision of hers before he was even conceived. Okay. She said, if I have a son, he's going into wrestling because her father went state in wrestling. And then she knew a little bit about my pedigree, not just combat with the family, my father being Taekwondo and stuff like that. But I have 3 cousins, I think, that went state in wrestling. So wrestling and combat and stuff is really, you know, in our family pretty good. So she thinks, oh, that's good genetics. So she always wanted. It's so funny. I spoke to KNOX and I said, she said, well, prepare him for their mindset. Because right now he's learning piano, right? But when wrestling goes down, piano is going to be secondary to wrestling. Ms. Biz, she plays no games. She just like that. But I'm behind it. And she said, prepare him mentally for wrestling. So I asked KNOX in the box. I said, KNOX, son, what do you think about wrestling? He looked at me and he said, I don't. I said, you don't what? You don't think? He was like, I don't think about it. We'll see if he likes it or not. But that we'll see what happens. At 4 years old, I don't think I feel like doing anything either. He just plays on his tablet all day. He does push-ups and handstands, and I got him doing that, and he likes that. He's taken to the exercise pretty good. My son, sometimes he'll look at me and be like, Dad, I can just, and then I'm so weird. I'm a little proud. I look at him and be like, well, isn't that something, And it's funny, sometimes I could just be in the kitchen and he'll hit me in the rib and I'll turn around and I'll punish him for it. But he never runs. He absorbs and then he'll look at me like, yeah. I'm feeling you weather. I'm feeling you starting to weather down. It's a damn shame, but that's what happens with every little old lion. The young lion comes up. All right, now let's talk. We got over 232 people in here. Everybody, make sure you hit the like, close out the chat, hit the like. It's time to talk about transgender in boxing. That wasn't that segue. Either way, this is a very sensitive subject to cover, but this is the war room, and we're going to do such. Talk about boxing. Now it is an actual thing that the commissions must speak on. They must take a stance on. The WBC will be doing so as well. Talk about ESBC too. Or I could talk. I have to talk about what my show is about, and if we have time for ESBC, I will. But I'm not just throwing stuff in there. I actually prepare for a show every morning. But look. Let me see. Let's talk about it. Let's lay down what's going on in boxing first, and then we'll discuss it. Let me see. So the WBC will address transgender boxing at its next convention. Okay. And here's what the WBC has to say. The participation of transgender people in combat sports is a controversial topic. All right. It's argued that transgender women have an unfair advantage over women in competitive sports and may endanger them. Okay. Due to differences in human physiology. And that these differences are not sufficiently reversed by transgender hormone therapies. Okay. Another opinion sector argues that medically prescribed puberty blockers and estrogen suppresses testosterone levels and reduce muscle mass in transgender women, reducing potential competitive advantage. Okay. The WBC values. The WBC, I'm sorry. I don't know. What the heck? What happened to my? Why does this happen? I'm sorry. Let me go back. The WBC values are loyalty, fairness, integrity, and fairness. We elevate boxing and protect the health and well-being of all boxers as our number one priority. We are committed to protecting human rights, eradicating discrimination, and helping those who need it most. Good. We believe that boxing is for everyone. At our next annual convention, transgender boxing will be one of the main topics to discuss. Okay. All right. So I know this is a very controversial subject. I have the platform, okay? I know I spoke with Ms. Biz about it, and I was like, what do you think about me tackling this? She said, it's your job. I'm saying, man, I'm going to have to be careful. And she said, no, you don't. Ms. Biz said, I know how you feel about human rights, discrimination. And she says, you don't have to be careful because you have nothing in you that will, cause for any foulness on your part. So I'm going to unleash. Hit the Tyson bell. Let me see. My son is 6. We were sparring the other day, and he fainted a right to the body. Oh shit, and he hit you in the nuts. and hit me with a straight right on the jaw. So you're on your knees. Nice. I was seeing Star. Oh, yeah, that happened. That, yes, especially with gloves. It was a huge dad moment. Beautiful moment. Ain't nothing like when your son got you wobbling. You're like, oh, good work, son. My nose bleeding and I got a concussion. Hit the Tyson Bell. Let me see. Transgender people in boxing. Okay. Let's talk. My position, transgender people, it's funny how they bring up, when you think of transgender people, you think of people who has transitioned to women. Not once do you think of people who transition to men, right? So we have to, if you're going to have no discrimination, and you're going to think about it equally and fairly, you have to think about people who transition to women and people who transition to men in boxing. All right. So let's look at it from both, from both directions here. Another thing, I'm ignorant. I've never studied transitioning. I never studied transgender, and I never felt like I was anything other than a man, anything other than I didn't have that. I don't feel like I'm trapped as someone else, right? Which I would think would be extremely uncomfortable. But I was never all that interested, because it's not my battle and it's not my situation. So I'm ignorant on what makes a transgender person. And maybe you guys can help me with that. Because just throwing on a beard, is that enough? Just throwing on a pair of slacks, a shirt, and a beard, is that enough? Throwing on a wig and a dress, is that enough? Or must you lose an appendage, lose your member? But how about if you lose it in an accident? Are you no longer a man? So what does love you, boy? I'm asking. It's not enough. Okay. So that means you must go through something else. Bone structure don't change. I think, I'm not sure. Biz, you're winding us up here. Yeah, that's what we do. It's the community. And that's the black, two sugars. So throwing on, okay, I can understand that. If my son were to throw on a Superman costume and stand on top of the house and say, now I'm Superman, and he's willing to jump. No, just throwing on that costume doesn't allow you to fly. There's dangers in that. So understood. Putting on a beard or putting on a wig and a dress wouldn't be enough. Okay. All right. Fine. Let me see. Drug testing would be interesting for the F to male. Hit the Tyson Bell. Because to that point, that's great segue to your friend of mine, Old Gray. Old Gray, he has something to say. And let's see what Old Gray has to say about transgenders competing in boxing. Let's see what Old Gray has to say.
So, you want to ask Old Gray about transgenders? I'm an old man, I'm traditional, but I have no problem with women becoming men or men becoming women. Has nothing to do with me. But when it comes to boxing, I want to say this. I don't know the science. So I don't know if you can transition to a man without PEDs, you see. I have no problem with transitioning, but I don't think PEDs has any place in combat sports. That's my position. How do you feel, War Room?
Huh? That's the black two sugars? Huh? Good point. The only thing that old gray OG doesn't get is, it sounds like he doesn't get that it's not, the idea isn't that men are transitioning to women or women transitioning to men. They have always been men or women. But there are people transitioning to what they are. So I'm thinking that means physically, a physical transition, because spiritually and mentally, that's their identity, whatever they're transitioning physically to or genetically to. Let me see. James, what ain't nothing but against the party. Flex on him. Seep. Pow. West. Hit the Tyson bell. King Kong. Yay. For the community. I don't know about the trans thing. I know they are giving Dave Chappelle a hard time for speaking on it. Well, Dave Chappelle is joking on it. And the thing about Dave Chappelle, what he's doing is, if it practically, it's, I see you as an equal. I joke on men. I joke on black men, Asian men, white men. I joke on women, black women, Asian women, Indian women. And I joke on gays and transit. I joke on handicapped people. I'm seeing you all as equal. So I think he has a great point there. If you can laugh at me making any joke, then there you go. You can't be sensitive. Everybody can get it. Hit the Tyson bell. That's when you know you're equal. See, when it's like, hey, joke on him, you can laugh at me joking on him, but don't joke on little Tommy. He has issues. It's like, well, then that is the problem. You're not seeing little Tommy as an equal. All right, hit the Tyson bell. Okay, so, but this is not about Dave Chappelle so much, but that was a good point, James West. So look, let's do it like this. Did you guys see Blueface fight with his girlfriend? I think it's his girlfriend. Blueface had a fight, and I have the receipts. He had a fight with his girlfriend in the streets. Now, Blueface cannot fight on the undercard of the KSI fight. Right? He cannot fight on the undercard of the KSI fight. All right? Look, thanks, bro. Much love, Wes. So let's check out Blueface and his fight with his girlfriend.
What? I know, bro. You all right, dude? Bro, that's not good, bro. Damn, dude. Bro.
Let me go.
Dude. Damn, yo. Damn. Yo, you guys just dropped the phone? You just dropped the phone? Yo, you just dropped the phone? Yo, why are you hitting that man?
This is crazy times. Let me see. Flex on him. Seep. Pow. King Kong. Hit the Tyson bell. I know a trans male, and this is how he defines it. Apparently, you feel you're born in the wrong body. Correct. So biologically, physically, attributes and dress code doesn't come into it. He stated trans is in sports is blurry since it's new. Precisely. Keep my wife's name. Yes. So look. What was wrong with Blueface punching the girl? Did that make you uncomfortable? Should men punch women? Should men punch women? It was that okay? Now she was punching all over him, so that's not okay. All right. But still, was it a little different? Let me see. Is going to be you lose to a trans person and you are out of the sport, or you win and you are just beat a trans person. A loss is a lose-lose situation. Now you're talking about how people feel about it psychologically. Understand. He didn't want to fight. Equal rights. I understand. But a man punching a woman in the face. Have you ever punched a woman in the face? Everybody who said that it's okay. Have you ever punched a woman in the face? If a man punched your daughter or your mother in the face, that's cool. Let me see. What's up, ShowBizz? A psychologist and associates, told you long time ago, you're making boys to men. Hit the Tyson bell. Thank you so much, Donnie. No, it's not a hell no. No, it's not okay because of the physical difference, right? It's just not okay. You're strong enough. You should, most men, or generally, there's some strong ass women out there though, right? I mean, if Clarissa Shields is trying to fight you, it's hard to just wrestle her down, bro. Okay, she's in great condition. She's strong as hell. If Amanda Nunes was trying to fight you, it's hard to just keep her off. All right, now, you know, you can get seriously hurt by some of these women. That's the black two sugars. Okay, but for the most part, it would have been foul for Blueface to punch her, even if she was wearing a beard and was wearing pants, right? Genetically, physically. So the thing is, in order for it to be on the same level, and listen to me, WBC, I want you to listen closely. In order for that to be on the same level, she would have had a transition physically. I would think she would have to take testosterone and stuff like that, PEDs, to make it fair, more fair physically, right? It's like a heavyweight fighting a flyweight. He would have to take PEDs to try to compete on that level physically, right? So the stance is this. Is PEDs ever okay in combat? That is really the question. Are PEDs ever okay in combat? That's really because now you're talking about your opponent. Now you're talking about your opponent, right? When physically a man, genetically or physically a man, right? Because trans people are in the wrong body. So the body of a man versus the body of a woman, when is it equal? It's not equal based on training. It's equal. So how do you know when physically they're equal? And when that happens, there must be a physical enhancement. Hell no. So that's it. WBC. If you want to know, snack fighters agree. If you want to know how to handle this, I think the point should be focused on PEDs. Unless you have a transgender spokesperson that's associated with the WBC and should. And this is why all people should have representation in places where decisions could be made. I don't think it's okay for men to make decisions about women's bodies and women's rights, and I don't think women should make a decision on men. Like, I think there should be representation and everybody discuss it, right? And the same thing. I don't think straight women or straight men or non-transgender people should be making decisions about transgender people or gay people without their representative being a part of the discussion. Let me see what you have to say. You can never transition to another sex, even if you take hormones. Hormones don't change your sex. They just alter them. See, I don't know the science. Curious Jorge. It's hard for me to speak on it. Let me see. Never okay, but if Tank ever get caught, I stand. Let me see. Let's move on though. Or you can leave and come back when we're done. Don't try to control my show ever. Let me see what else we got. I can't take this ish seriously. Right. And here's the thing. For everybody who can't take this seriously, I think that's okay too. For everybody who don't even give a damn, I think that's okay too. You cannot force everybody to be ready to discuss and to be ready to think about everything at the time you think it's appropriate. I don't give a damn who you are. All right. Some people, hey, you can't control when I think about what. Who the hell you think you are? So if, like, when I do the pound for pound list and I think women's greatness should be seen equal to men's greatness, I don't think men and women should fight each other, but I think their greatness, just like a flyweight greatness can be seen equal to a heavyweight greatness, I don't see the difference. But a lot of you aren't ready to appreciate, not just appreciate, but value women in combat as much as you value men. Y'all not ready. And I don't want to force you to, right? My problem is when y'all tell me I'm wrong. Don't force me. I won't force you. Don't force me. I'm explaining why I think the way I think, but you don't have to think how I think when I think it, right? I don't need to convince you. I definitely respect that. People thinking how they think when they think it. Fine. I have people in my family who are totally Neanderthals when it comes to a lot of shit, right? They just say, man, whatever, bro. You know what I mean? Don't come at me with that shit. There's people that look at the Black Panther trailer and mad that there's a woman being the new Black Panther. It's like, man, damn, man, bro, men can't do good shit, right? I mean, hey, everybody, and I think you got a right to think how you think when you think it. Let me see. Joseph Parker and Joe Joyce, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone. Just announced, yeah, I know. I'm gonna start working on that. 9/24. Sorry, getting off topic. It was a good ass fight. We'll talk about that. Destroy women's sport. It will. Why wouldn't it just? Why? Number one, why do you sound like Yoda? Destroy women's sport. It will. And two, why do people only think of from the women? Like, nobody thinks about the men. See, but like I said, y'all not ready to think that way. Let me see. Diversity of thought is what makes this show great. Absolutely. Hit the Tyson bell. If you haven't done it already, please. We just had a great conversation that was needed, and it's a part of boxing. It's being brought up, and now we have to deal with it. Or you have to hear it, right? You're gonna be forced to have some kind of thought on it either way. All right. And we just had this conversation. Everybody, if you haven't done it already, please hit the like.
Hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those, get the thumbs up, hit the like, get those.
What I can say, and everybody close out the chat, hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. You don't even have to be swole and be strong to do it. You don't have to get yourself hyped up. It doesn't even cost you money. Just hit the like. What I want to say is the UFC, like I said, has always been great on the gender issue. Look at what John Jones said. Look what he tweeted. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Welcome to the club, Amanda Serrano. Title fight wins. Look at that. Look at that. You see her with 10, and she's just amongst them as a champion. That's it. Not that Amanda Serrano would beat Bones Jones or anything like that, or Pierre or anything like that. It's just that look at what she's accomplished, and it's not like, Mighty Mouse would beat Bones Jones either. It's look what she accomplished as a warrior, and look what everybody else accomplished. And she's right there with us. That's it. As a warrior. And I love that martial arts and the UFC are there. They're there. Let me see. And that's all I want us to be. Ain't nothing but a gangster party. Hit Tyson Bell. Flex on them. Seep, seep, seep. King Kong West. Yay! Thank you so much for the super sticker. Let me see what else we got. Exclusive news insider. Did you see SummerSlam? I saw a part of it. Brock Lesnar is a true entertainer. Brock Lesnar is amazing. I just saw the Logan Paul thing. Nah, it's a lose-lose for any transgender athlete in boxing. They can't physically compete with the men. But how about women with, you get what I'm saying? And if they compete with women, there you go. It's not fair. Unless they take PEDs. And then that's where the rubber meets the road. Can you transition without PEDs? Is the question. I don't know. We transition from only men competing to men and women competing as long as transgender women are fighting other trans women and vice versa. That's a good point. Then what the hell? What difference does it make at that point? Yeah. And I'll watch it. If there was a transgender division, I will be watching it. The first transgender fight, I'll be watching it. I know I'll be watching it. Why? Because when people fight, I watch. It's just a thing. If there's a scrap, I'm like, I'm just into combat way too much. I know me. Let me see what else we got. Okay, everybody, give it up for the Varnell Hill of boxing. Let me see. Me too. I agree. Yeah, if there's a scrap. That's a great. That's great. We're about to look at our KO segment, the street version. Let's go.
Wendy Peppercorn.
Knockouts.
¡Suelo! ¡Suelo!
Tiene camiseta.
¡Suelo! ¡Suelo!
Hijo de puta. Hostia puta. Va armado.
Had a bit of desperation with the. Oh! Nowhere! The shin connects with the jaw and it's over!
Look at me. Oh! Shut up, huh? Oh, we all talk down! That nigga broke my watch, guys. Fuck you doing? Oh, bro. You want some more? Woo!
I got fired for black nigga. Give my money. I'm not
betting.
Give my money.
Oh shit! Alright, it's done. God damn! How you feeling?
All right, man. This is another knockout.
You
man.
want to
This
know?
Another day in the motherfucking
Oh, he 10-0.
Knockouts.
Hey, dog, you see that brother at the end? He looked like Magic Johnson, didn't he? He smiled. He whooped that dude, and he was just like, yeah, man, it's another knockout, man. And look, that is a prime example why I can watch anybody fight. I can watch anybody fight. That's also an example why I was never afraid of a fight. I was afraid of repercussions, like when I was at school, getting kicked out of school or getting in trouble. I was never afraid of the fight itself. People fight like this, bruh. Even the best fight. So I was taught. So I knew. I mean, I'm blocking with my elbows. My chin tucked. You can't generate the power to hurt me. And then, it was one-sided. It was very easy. But I can watch other people fight. If they're on this equal level, oh, it's hilarious. It's totally hilarious. Let me see. What else we got? So let's go to Arrow the True Spence. Versus Terrence Bud Crawford. I want to read you guys something that Derek James said. Where are we at? Check out what Derek James said, and I want to know. I want to know what you guys think. Derek James said, "Listen, I'm just as anxious. I can't wait. Dog, the fight's gonna happen. I can't wait." He said, this is the thing about it. I always want what my guys want. If my guy wants that, I want that for him. That's all I have to say. So Errol Spence, he wants to fight with Terrence Crawford. Okay. He said, I'm training for it already. Wow. Working out for it already. They're already in training for Terrence Crawford, right? You don't spend money for nothing. We're going to push it. He's Spence going to have to bring it. He said Spence is going to have to bring it because I'm telling you, he's going to have to be able to push it to the next level because that's where we're going to be. He also said, I train for the training camp for the fighters just like that they train. For me, I want to be better. I got to keep getting better. He's talking about him as a trainer getting better. Now, there are people responding to that, stating that Derrick James know that Terrence Bud Crawford is going to beat Errol Spence. So he said he got to take it to the next level. If Errol Spence is really that good, why you got to take it to the next level? That's because you're dumb. What I do like is that they understand how serious this fight is, and they're taking it extremely seriously. You train for the fight that you're fighting, okay? And Terrence Crawford has got to go to the next level for Errol Spence. And what we are expecting is a next level fight between these two. Errol Spence versus Crawford is a next level fight. They both got to be the best they've ever been, better than they have been. Hit the Tyson bell. I love that Derrick James knows this. Errol Spence is the type of dog that will push it, right? I hope he don't push it so much he gets injured, and that is a thing. If there's anybody going to pull out the fight due to injury, it'd be Errol Spence. Terrence Crawford, due to the past, Terrence Crawford is definitely taking it to the next level. Errol Spence is training now for Terrence Crawford. That's money. That's time. This fight is going to be a next level fight. It's going to be a next level fight. A lot of fans lack sense. Absolutely. They lack sense. Let me see. This is the biggest fight for both of the fighter. Why wouldn't they take it to the limit? Absolutely. And that's what fighting is all about. Just the limit. That's what life is all about. What's my limit? What was my limit? I'm going to tell you something about me, War Room. My limit 5 years ago is no longer my limit. I have a higher limit. I have a higher limitation. Or at least I was ignorant to my limitations. I broke through that shit. I realized I can break through that shit. And if I train hard enough, whatever the training is, money management, relationship, training on your love life, training with your family, training on any goal that you want to reach. If you train hard enough, you can break through a certain limit. And then when you meet your match, you find out that's my limit right now. I met my match. So can I do something differently to break through it? That's all war is about. That's all boxing is about. That's why boxing is the best metaphor for life. That's why I look at these guys as inspiration, these women as inspiration, as motivation. Right? That's what it's all about. Errol Spence finding his limit, feeling that he's pushing it. Terrence Crawford, the same thing. One going to lose. And that loser is going to be like, well, is this something I can't break through? I found my limit, my permanent limit, or can I do something differently? I thought I was training to my limitations. But now with more information, because I've actually been in a ring with this person, now I have new data. Can I do something else and break through? It's the Tyson bell. That's what it's all about. It's not about a losing record. It's about how you get up after getting hit. A Boogie in the house. Shut your mouth. Ha! That's your thing, dog. Everybody, give it up for my man, A Boogie. Where you at?
It's the only thing that matters to me.
And I want to say this real quick. Now, let's move on a little bit. I have the receipts. Andy Ruiz talking about leaving Reynoso, that training camp, fighting Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder. He's talking about that. Let me give you guys the receipt. Receipts, motherfucker! Here it is on Fight Hub. Andy Ruiz.
But you left Reynoso, or did you leave Reynoso? Like they wonder, like, oh, like
We're in good terms. I just wanted what fighter doesn't want their own facility to have to go train and this and that, and I had to change trainers because I felt he has a lot of experience as well. You know, he's been training Salido, he's for Lomachenko. I think having him in my corner and Monita Mendoza, I think is the best thing I could have done for this preparation. But of course, I would love to fight Wilder if he comes out of retirement. I don't know if he said that he is going to come out of retirement, but I would love to fight him. You know, we're both under PBC and Al Heyman, so I think that fight would be easy to make, and maybe right here at the Staples.
Hit the Tyson bell. Now look, Andy Ruiz, saying why he left Eddie Reynoso, he wanted focus on him. Sound like Ryan Garcia, doesn't it? Right? If you look at what Ryan Garcia has said about mental health, he's ducking. Danny Garcia says talk about mental health, everybody cheers. Ryan Garcia leaves Eddie Reynoso camp saying that there was no focus on him and he wants focus on him for his career. Everybody talks shit about Ryan Garcia. Andy Ruiz say the same thing. It makes sense. This is getting ridiculous. No matter how you personally feel about another man, think rationally and logically. All right? All right. Go ahead, man. Do what's best for you. Hit the Tyson bell. Now, Andy Ruiz talking about fighting Wilder. Good. I love that. He would love to fight Wilder. I think Wilder will punch a hole in his head. Still, we don't even know if Wilder is coming back. If Wilder is coming back, I love that Andy Ruiz would want to fight him. That's what being a gladiator is all about. We already talked about trying to reach those limits, right? Seeing what you are, right? Andy Ruiz versus AJ2. Andy Ruiz didn't push himself like Derrick James was talking about with Elder True Spence. Actually, he got worse, digress. He learned from that. Let's see how he will look against a Wilder. Let's see if he gets past Ortiz, which I think he will. Ortiz didn't look good at all. I wanted Ortiz to stop fighting. I think Wilder would knock his ears off. But I love to see it. Forget what I think. I love to see it. Let me see. Cody Chestnut and get his glizzy on. He gonna hire Cody and get his glizzy on. Facts. Everybody, if you haven't done it, please, please, please hit the like.
Hit the like. Your fingers over there be like, there's nothing to hit the like. You know what you like.
Let me see. What up, ShowBizz? He wasn't as hungry. Exactly. I don't know how you could be not as hungry when you are the reigning champion. That shows that you just don't have the pedigree or didn't at that time to be champion. It's hard. It's something to gain the belt. You can gain the belt with one lucky punch. But to show that you're one of the greatest fighters ever, hold on to the title and be that true champion, that's another thing. Hit the Tyson bell. ShowBizz, we love you, boy. Love you, boy. And if you guys haven't done it already, Sully, what are we waiting for? Now, look. We do have, everybody's trying to rush me to give this news. So, and I have a show, and I have a way that I'm doing my show, but let's talk about it now. It has been tweeted, Joe Joyce versus Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker reportedly now agreed for September 24th. This is what I have to say about that. Joseph Parker fighting Joe Joyce. I love Joseph Parker like a play cousin. That's my guy right there. See, this is what I want to say. That's why I'm so reluctant to call Tyson Fury one of the greatest heavyweights ever. Think about it. That's why I'm so reluctant. See, him fighting Dillian White is one of his bigger moments. Him fighting Dillian White. Joseph Parker did that already. Joseph Parker fought AJ. Did Tyson Fury? Joseph Parker about to fight Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce is going to knock his head in circles. But that's not what it's about. It's about the fact that Joe Joyce is going to fight his ass. Joe Joyce already beat Andy Ruiz. Joe Joyce coming off 2 wins. Junior Fa. Chisora. What I'm saying about Joseph Parker is that he'll fight them all. And win, lose, or draw, Joseph Parker's resume looks better than Tyson Fury's. Now, I'm not saying he's greater than Tyson Fury. No, Tyson Fury is greater than him. All right. But what I'm saying is that's why I'm reluctant. You got guys like Joseph Parker fighting everybody. And speaking of which, James West. West! Thank you so much. And speaking of which, that's why I don't see Anthony AJ Joshua that much different than Jermell Charlo. I praise Jermell Charlo, but I don't see them as that much different. Jermell Charlo collecting all the belts. That was Anthony Joshua. Jermell Charlo loses against Tony Harrison, come back and win. AJ loses against Andy Ruiz, so it was a TKO, comes back, win. People think that Jermell Charlo lost against Brian Castano. End up being a draw. People think he lost. Jermell Charlo, whatever, goes back, knock him out. Anthony Joshua loses a decision to Usyk, right back to fighting. I see them heart-wise, I see them as the same. So when you got people like AJ, people like Joseph Parker, you got people who will fight them all. You know, I'm going to, when the smoke clears and everything's done, I'm going to look at their resumes. And I'm not sure if I'm going to come up with Tyson Fury being the best of the era. I'm not sure. We'll see what happens, AJ versus Usyk 2. We'll see what happens. And we'll see if Tyson Fury fights any of them. AJ say he'll fight Joe Joyce. Joe Joyce about to fight Joseph Parker. I mean, these guys are gladiating. AJ ain't talking about not fighting, win, lose, or draw after Usyk. We'll see when the smoke clears. That's why I'm not giving Tyson Fury the best of the era yet. It ain't over. AJ can mess around and fight Deontay Wilder. Who knows? Who knows? Let me see. Donnie, let me see. Biz, wish I could hit the like 10 times. Not fan point. Appreciate. Thank you so much. Understand you. I've reached that level of maturity and growing. Thank you so much, Donnie. Everybody, please, if you can, give it up for my man.
It's the only thing that matters to me.
Well said, Biz. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's almost time for the Twitter fingers, but before I go there, let's look at some more knockouts given by ESPN. Much love to you. Heavyweight edition.
Wendy Peppercorn.
Knockouts.
I king, I do a die king. I take purple to the head like a Viking. Free drinks to a head like a Siamese. We getting drunk in this motherfucker high key. We about to pop off like when you pop the lock off. Brandon got the cannon that'll knock your block and socks off. Jewels that'll fool you, fools that'll do you. Got 2 bras in the pool that'll screw you. Who knew that I'll hold the tool that blew through you? The heat is a beast with teeth that'll chew you. I'm not the one you count on with digits on my right arm. Support like the wall that you hook your TV mount on. No, I'ma leave you with 6 of my people holding something lethal, calling the paralegal. You and I ain't equal. Black Biz is regal. Black Iron Man like Howard and Don Cheeto. A lion on the hunt with thumbs and bipedal. Getting high on my verse. My words are drug needle. 500 bottles. Models coming right up with enough sparks to
Knockouts.
Wow. Let me see. I think there's here we go. Baller Lifestyle Supreme. Stop hating on Fury. Okay, so Fury is the best of the era. He's the greatest fighter of all time. All right. Everybody, give it up for Tyson Fury. He's the greatest fighter of all time. And I wish he fought at every era, and if so, nobody could beat him because he's very big and he's a very skillful, and he can beat everybody. Everybody, give it up for Varnell.
Under the cabbage patch, kiss a pretty lady, and then sign some autographs. The Varnell man can shaboing boing.
Hit the Tyson Bell. Thank you so much, everybody. Don't forget, pick up the BlackBizzness album. Came out last month. Was it the 1st of July or something like that? Came out last month. It's only a month in, and we got so many streams. Thank you guys so much for supporting and for loving the album. The album is a good one. So that's the QR code and the link to the BlackBizzness album. It's also in the description box below. Hit the Tyson Bell. And God's work on repeat. Yes, Lord. And let's pay the bills. Go to busr.com, busr.com/showbiz. That's where you place a bet on your favorite fights, just like the fights coming up. Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G3, Joseph Parker versus Joe Joyce, and all those boys. Make sure you go to busr.com/showbiz. Place a bet on your favorite fights. It's Tyson Bell. You guys ready for the Twitter fingers? Are we Twitter finger ready? Let me see. We done handled all that, spoke about everything. Love them and leave them. Yeah, dude. Most toxic song of all time. You guys want to hear most toxic song ever? Go to BlackBizzness. Let's go. Let's go. Great album. Thank you so much. Hopefully the Twitter fingers, there are not too many Twitter fingers, but let's go to the Twitter.
Twitter fingers. Twitter fingers.
Twitter fingers. Let me see. Little hate. Album went triple aluminum first month. Yeah. I don't have a lot of followers, so it's really for our community, right? I mean, it's not like I got a lot of followers and that everybody know who BlackBizzness is. It's kind of hard. You come out with an album, you'll see. It's very difficult for, when you don't have publishing or anybody behind you, you know what I mean? Like a record company and stuff like that. So it was really for this community, and the community enjoyed it. So thank you so much. Hit Tyson Bell. Okay. Let's go to Twitter fingers. Announced YouTuber, social media star Money Kicks will make his pro debut versus Kyle Pavey on the Alexander Usyk and Anthony Joshua undercard. Now that's a damn shame. On August 20th. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. Hit the Tyson Bell. Money Kicks is on the most important heavyweight fight in the world. Money Kicks. But Money Kicks got a huge following. So that brings more eyes to AJ and Usyk. Fine, man. Whatever. Boxing needs help. So we're going to help boxing from our community. I know I'm going to laugh my ass off. When I watch the Money Kicks fight, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to make it. I'm going to be exhausted from then on out. Okay. It's going to be a joy for me because I'm going to be dying laughing. I'm sure. Hit the Tyson Bell. But they help from their end. We help from our end. Whatever to make boxing the most important world. Let's move forward. Clarissa Shields. I cannot wait to get my blue braids back in my hair. So ready to lay paws on this girl. I'm going to tell you. I don't think I care anymore. I think Clarissa done spoke so much about it. I know how she feels already. I'm already hyped for the fight. I don't think I'm going to read any more tweets from Clarissa. Even if Miz Pearson, I don't think I'm going to read them. Okay, Badu Jack. Good to see the Bronze Bomber back in the gym today. Deontay Wilder back in the gym. Hit the Tyson Bell with Badu Jack. Okay. I mean, if you think about the time off, that's been significant. Him and Tyson Fury. That is significant. Deontay Wilder just needs to get a win in and then fight maybe Andy Ruiz. It's like Andy Ruiz said, it's an easy fight to make. They both with the PBC. Yeah, let Deontay Wilder get a fight with Helenius or I don't know. My man who beat Pinky Toe Knuckle, right? Kaunashki. I forgot the guy name. All right, let's move on. What else we got? What? Oh, here we go. Oh, there's more. Okay, KSI on Jake Paul versus Hasim. I'm so tired of talking about that. Jake should have accepted my offer. Should have fought on my undercard. There's still time. You can fight Tommy Fury on my undercard. Okay, KSI just talking. All right, breaking news. Daniel Dubois sues promoter Don King. Damn. Claiming he did not pay him for his KO of Trevor Bryan. Damn. To win the WBA regular heavyweight title in June. Damn, Don, you still getting sued? And okay, everybody, those were the Twitter fingers. Let me see. Where are the Twitter fingers? Those were the Twitter fingers. Twitter fingers. Now let me see what you guys got to say. Hate is hilarious. What's going on? Clarissa Shields getting knocked out. Could be. It's a good fight. Wilder, Brazil. Oh shit. That doesn't deserve a rematch. Deontay Wilder, proud of you, boy. Let's go, Bomb Squad. 100%. Kanashki. Yeah. Kanashki fought some guy. I forgot his name. Wilder versus Paul. Stop.
God damn, that boy can sing.
He's like 37 beers. Yeah, I know. That's a problem. Let me see. Skinny legs. Yeah, well, when I tore both of my knees, my legs was very hard to build. And with my skinny legs, I was able to do some powerful stuff. I deadlift a lot of weight. You guys want to see it? You guys want to see my deadlift? My legs got pretty skinny, but I was building them back up. I got one for you, Biz. Castaño versus Danny Garcia. Wow. That's a hard fight for Danny Garcia at 154. Beautiful. Let's see it. Let me see if I can find it. I was very emotional that day trying to lift it because I was very hyped up, rather, because I was struggling. Oh, here we go right here. Hold on. Do it again. I gladiated with those. I gladiated with those wheels, bro. Let me see. Terrible. Boy, y'all. No, people are soft, bro. Look at this guy. Just hating, I mean, do you know how pathetic you sound after looking at that? Even if it was 2 plates only, somebody who is a gladiator who works out, who tries to develop themselves would be like, hey man, good work, because they understand that you exposed yourself as the softest person in the war room. You expose yourself as the weakest human being. Because if it was 1 plate, if you work, you'll be like, hey man, good work. This guy here.
Oh, you see this guy? Number 1 bullshit guy. He do the wee woo because he.
This guy here is the weakest person in the war room. 100%. Let me see. Facts, no doubt. Let me see. Wilder versus Chisora, then Wilder versus Ruiz. Chisora just won. You guys are working. You guys are doing good. You're doing well. I need to come out with an ESBC video to talk about it properly. What I got to say about ESBC right now, it looks like they're wrapping things up. It looks like ESBC is starting to wrap things up. I think you're going to start seeing commercials and stuff like that. A lot of people got tired of seeing ESBC videos and stuff like that, saying, "Hey man, stop circle jerking us. Just come out with the game already." But what I do like is that they kept everybody involved with their progress. There's people who appreciate it. There's people that's hating on it. But once they start coming out with the commercials and it's a thing and they're about to release the game, for those who went through the journey and saw it go from nothing to all of the adjustments, including everybody on what adjustments to make, what people like, don't like, bringing the content creators to play the game, and we sat there and we gave our feedback. We as the community, as a video game boxing community, the people were involved in building this game, ESBC, and that's something to be excited about. It was for the people and built by the people. That's something to be excited about. Let me see. Fired up like Danny Jacobs after the Triple G 2 piece. Hit the Tyson bell. Deontay versus Wilder. Who you got, Biz? I got Wilder. Let me see. I got bad knees, Biz. That lift hurt me, brother. That lift was painful. December, can't wait. I'll pre-order mine when available. Absolutely. Matter of fact, let me give you a love on that right there.
It's the only thing that matters to me.
Is Ruiz in the game? What you do is you go Google ESBC and you look at the roster, and then you can see all the 200 and something plus. Yeah, I mean, if you just take that little bit of effort, you're going to be very happy with your knowledge of who's in the game. Just Google it. You'll see. You'll see. Let me see. Dubois versus even Helenius versus Wilder would be a good one. It would be, but they've sparred. They've sparred. They know each other. So it definitely would be a good one. Let me see what else I got. Is that the end? Is that the end? That's the end. Thank you guys for showing up and showing out. I will not be going live. Thursday is my last day for the week. There will not be a Facts Friday. I will be on vacation with my family. I got the hotel and everything. We went shopping for our shirts. So we all went to the mall and to pick up our shirts for Comic-Con. We're complete dorks. So we're super nerds. Me, all three of my kids, my wifey, we all got our superhero shirts on and stuff like that. My daughter, she didn't get superhero shirts. She got a Cobra Kai shirt. And she got a Stranger Things shirt. I think Ms. Biz got Cobra Kai and the Stranger Things. They got different shirts though. Knox in the Box got a Venom Spider-Man shirt and a Stranger Things shirt. And Kal-El, who his name is Superman, Kal-El, ShowBizz the Kid, he got an Andre the Giant shirt and an Avengers shirt, and I got a Spider-Man shirt and a Thanos shirt. On my shirt it said Thanos was right. I remember when I watched the Avengers movie and ShowBizz the Kid was right next to me, and Thanos explained why he wanted to snap and destroy and eliminate half of the universe for resources purposes. And nobody can be poor. Everybody can have enough resources and eat. I remember looking at my son and we looked at each other and was like, not bad. At least he got a solution. So I got a shirt that said Thanos was right. Let me see. You did look like a newborn calf in the video, though. Oh, yeah, 100%. I had 2 torn knees. Oh, my God. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for Sada.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The burn down man can boing boing.
I'm happy you guys said stay safe. I heard, we probably going to be masked up. For real, because I just got over COVID a couple weeks ago, and that was not fun. I heard monkeypox was trying to make a comeback, or was that ever a thing? I don't. It's like, come on, bro. There's always something. So I think we're gonna be masked up. Got the guy gonna make sure we have our you know, hand sanitized and all those things. Thank you guys for showing up and showing out. Showbiz the Adult. Don't forget, tomorrow we do have, it's Thursday. I'm out. Huh. Yeah, monkeypox. What the hell?